So this is the way I put the ramp. I get the car close, and then I just go look for the right position. And then I push it against. Against the tire, straight. I'm gonna do the same with the right one. And then you can get into the car and ramp up. That's the only way to be straight and not to make too many errors. See, again. Just try to be in the center as much as you can, and then you're gonna ramp up. With no problem. Perfect. Perfect clearance, perfect center, no problem. I put my mat and 2 blocks in the back. This jumper here is not straight. I pull my handbrake anyways. And now let's go down and see. Okay, so you need Torx 45 and Torx 25. And there are 4 for each side. 25, because you have to remove this plastic cover. It's gonna be right here. You see you have 4 on this side, 345 there, and the other 425 here. Actually, this one is smaller than a 25. Let me double check. Let me see if I can show you like that. As you can tell, we can see that we didn't prepare our videos. So yeah, I confirm 25 and 45. You can remove the 445, 25 on both sides because you still have the 345 in the back. So that's what I do. at least it can be faster. Now the big guys. Takes more time to remove the plastic than do the job, but that's how it is. Especially because we're working on the car. Keep it one. Two. And three. Here it is. It's gonna slide out. You push it back. And you're gonna go pick it up later. When you're gonna be ready. Open the hood from here. It was already open on the side of the car. Right there. And the hook here, you can probably see is here. It's just a lever that you have to push up, and everything's gonna lift because of the cylinder there. See? It's gonna unlatch right here. Easy. Okay, so that's where the oil goes, the level, and then we're gonna show you. Probably we remove this plastic cover just to be able to access the filter easily. Okay, so that's the oil pan. And here is the drain plug. See there? There's a 45. I was saying be careful because you have that. I'm gonna have to check what is that. It's probably some sensors for the temperature or something like that. Let me double check later. But anyway, that way it's what you have to be careful, but it's pretty easy. I'm gonna show you. Let me put the phone in a position that I can unlock, and that's it. Easy, already done. Now let me go get the pan before we make a big damage. It was not really hard. All right, again. This is not the right position. I suggest you to do it from the other side to avoid leaking on your arms. Well, now we are already there. So you're gonna do it, but because this guy starts to leak immediately, it's crazy. Very different from all the other models, especially the Passat, or anyway Volkswagen in general. They usually hold the oil until the drain plug is all out. That right here you're gonna get dirty if you try to do the job. Let me see What's the best way to do it? Probably just fast. You always have to be ready to catch the flow. Okay, that's it. It's not really bad. Just pull it towards you, and that's gonna be. I'm gonna let you see. At least you can have an idea. And that's the plug with the washer. Let's open the top, facilitate it. Top cap. It's gonna make the flow much better. Yeah, there is a lot of oil inside here. 5.86 quarts. Now I'm gonna show you why it was leaking from the beginning, probably. Well, not. Yes and not. But anyway, the washer was not placed in the right position. Unfortunately, I don't know any other one. Cap is open from the top. Level is gone. Oh yeah, really dry. Let's go look for a washer because I'm gonna show you this one is really bad. Okay, almost done. I can stop here. So I installed this new washer. It has the rubber inside, so it works perfectly. You know that there is like a bevel here. Let me show you. So this one works perfectly, the bevel, because when you push it, it's gonna go in and it's gonna seal perfectly. Let's try. The oil filter is gonna be on the top, so we don't have to worry for that for now. Perfectly fitting for now. Wow, so always a lot of oil into these Volkswagens. Done. Okay, well, so we can see if any sort of leak. It's gonna start once we put the new one. Perfect. And the other one is on the top, so we don't need the pan anymore. Should be already drained completely. At the same time, you can also see the coolant reservoir, the windshield reservoir, and then we're gonna check it out for the air filter. It's gonna be right here, I believe. This one. I'm gonna have to check how to open this. Probably those 4 screws there. You lift it, and the filter should be in the back. MPA sensor. Okay, I was saying we should remove the plastic here, because you know the plastic of the cap of the oil filter is not going to come. Let me mark the filter. At least we know we can. Because it's not really tight, really hard. So we want to make sure that, let me do this. We want to make sure that we go in the right position without forcing it. It's probably easier to untie it by hand, you know, just a manual wrench, a crescent wrench. Okay, so remove this first. It's really easy to put it up because there are 4 ball screws here. You just pull it. So it makes sense to remove it because it's really easy. At least you also can clean the engine. You see, animals, they always love to go here and leave some stuff. Okay, let's go there again and try. Yeah, like I said, just crescent. We call crescent or adjustable wrench. Yeah, it's very light. I would like to put some paper or anything you have to avoid. It's leaking too much because it's really close to everything. And there's also a connector of, I don't know what, I still have to check. But see right now, it's gonna come out really easy. There is a O-ring in the bottom that we're gonna have to replace it. And that's the one that is forcing the most. There should not be a lot of oil left because the oil drains from the bottom, but for sure there is always oil into the filter. So some oil is always gonna come out if you don't turn it really fast. And this is gonna have a stick on the top. See, so you really want to remove it fast, like that. See? So that's our filter. The O-ring is here, that we remove it. These two O-rings, we don't have to remove it right now. And the filter is gonna be this guy, and it's gonna have to be pushed all the way down. So let's clean it and do the change. You don't really have to put anything around because the oil drained already. Just when you remove the filter, so now we can remove it. Just when you remove the filter, you have to be careful when you pull the filter out, not to make it leak too much. Or what I do, I actually cover it, at least nothing flies inside. That's the filter. How does it work? You just have to remove the real filter. That's pretty dirty. It's this one. And then the O-ring from here, you can use a plastic plier or just do it with your hand, it's okay. Because anyway, this one is gonna go in the trash. The one I bought is this 94024 Carquest. You see, here's the filter, and inside there's the O-ring. So the procedure is really easy. Just keep this clean because you're gonna have it twisted by hand. Just insert your filter. See, usually you have to click it. You see? Did you hear that? And then the other one goes here. Just remember which diameter it was in, because you don't want to leave it in the thread. Okay, so it's below the thread. See there? It's here. That's the O-ring seat. Easy now. We'll just put it back. So what are we gonna do is put it back straight in, and then just be careful not to cross thread, because this is plastic and the bottom is metal. That's why it's better to do it by hand. See, that's the O-ring. It starts to work. Actually, I put a little bit of oil, because look, I'm gonna show you. When you pull it out, if it was too dry, the O-ring moves, and then you're gonna get leaks. Let me see now. Oh, now it's not coming because the filter is stuck inside. Let me show you. Okay, right now it's perfect. Sorry. So there was a filter that was engaging in the bottom before the O-ring, but that's okay. That's fine. At this point, you don't want to tighten it too much. I would say hand tight. Plus, we still have the mark. Oh my God, it's right there already. So it's basically a hand tight plus, I don't know, 30 seconds. Really, just a small shot. That's it. Okay, let's use a funnel because it's really in the back, and I can tell you there is not too much clearance to go in. I'm gonna have to get a smaller funnel. Yeah, the hole is very small, so it's very easy to, sorry, it's very easy to overfill. We're gonna have to get a new funnel, small one, smaller one. Let me see this one, because the hole is really small. Not even this one, yeah. That one barely fit. So you really have to be careful when you pour the oil inside. It's gonna be really easy to overfill. I use Mobile One 040 UW40 European. Very, very easy. Not exaggerate. I don't know if you can see that. Let me lift it up a little bit. Yeah, now you can see it. We're gonna have to put 4.5, no, 5.56. So for now we put 5, then we're gonna check the level. Also because I'm on ramps. So I don't want to start the engine on ramps. I'm gonna have to make the car slide down, and then I'm gonna start the engine and start the check of the level. Yeah, good that I had this small funnel. If not, it would be hard with the other one. You have to use 2 hands because even this one, it's not gonna stay straight. Okay. And then we're gonna go with a measure cup for the other one to make sure we put the right quantity. So right now I'm gonna push the car down. I'm gonna put in neutral without starting the engine. And then we're gonna check the level. Okay, so you see you have to be careful because it's very close to the belt. So if it starts to leak here, it's gonna make a mess. So you better double check that. And now we're gonna go check the bottom. I on ramps because I checked the level. The level was good, so I didn't have to go down. If not, then I will have to come back here to check. I would say that's perfect. It's not leaking at all. You should wait until it's fully hot, but it looks fine. Now, just because I replaced the washer and it was not the original, so I want to double check. I will go down the ramp, fill the level correctly, and then leave the car there sitting all night. It's tomorrow morning. I'm gonna check it out if I have any leaks. I'm gonna put a piece of cardboard so it's easy to see if there are leaks, and I'm gonna put the plastic back tomorrow. Done. Check the level. It is below the minimum, so I'm gonna put one more cup. Check again. I believe I have to put 2.5 cup to get to the level. I cannot show you in the picture because in the video because for some reason I cannot focus. I don't know why. Right now we are barely touching the minimum. Yes, a little bit more. Yes. So let's go another cup. It's probably gonna be 3 cups. Because 3 cups makes a quart. They're not full, so right now I'm like almost 2/3 of a quarter. Maybe it's gonna be 3. 3 is gonna be exactly a quart. We don't want to overfill, but also not to be lower. Right now the engine already started, so the oil already went to the filter and all over the channel he has to go. I wish I can show it to you, but let me see, maybe you can see it. Now it's falling down because it was vertical. Let me do it again. The problem is that if you're not fast, you cannot see it on camera. There you are. Yeah, you can see it's not focused, but you can have an idea now. Okay, so we want to be at the top. So one more cup is gonna go for sure. For my reservoir here, I'm like 0.8, 0.9 of a quart right now. So that should be it. This funnel perfectly fit in this small hole. Perfectly. Okay, let's check. Let me see. See, we are half. I was expecting more, but that's where we are. You can see it, no? Oop. I cannot focus, incredible. Okay, so let me start the engine again, because I'm pretty sure that that's the right quantity. And then we check it out again. Because you know what? You don't want to overfill. It's very dangerous to overfill. The oil can go anywhere. You cannot imagine where the oil can go. I always love to double check everything. Double checking is the way not to make big errors. Even if you still make errors, but now I cannot show you the bottom because I'm down the ramps. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see the leak because they put a piece of cardboard. Let me show you. See that? You will see if it's leaking because it will drop on the cardboard. Even if it is a little bit wrong. I'm gonna put it there because I don't know where to put it, but I hope I'm not gonna have to fill it anymore. I believe so. Oop. No, we have to fill it again. It's right there, half, not even. Wow! So it's gonna be a little bit more than 6. Well, unless the 5 quarts were not 5 quarts. Well, it was a new one. Sure, it was a new one. So 5 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. Unless math changed overnight. See? Still there. I mean, it's okay, but I want it to be a little higher. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here because I'm already over 6 quarts, and I'm gonna keep it like this and double check it again in a couple of days. So how do we reset? Right now it's not there because I changed the oil. before the time. But let's suppose you have the written service now. How do you reset that? Okay, so you see that little button for 00 set over there? So you have to keep press that guy while you start the car. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I need two hands, but let me try. So you keep this pressed, and at the same time we start the engine. You see, that's gonna ask you, do you really want to reset the service? Always service? Yes. Service reset. So when you go here in the settings, under service, you press info. You see that now is reset. Inspection is okay, but oil service now is 10,000 miles, 372 days. Yeah. Done. Check the filter. We need a T25 plus. You need to squeeze this really hard to remove it. To remove the cap. Remove the hose. Sorry. Yeah. Because it's actually pushing. See? When you squeeze this, you lift here. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where it engages. Then you have 25, T25, 1, 2. I'm gonna double check if the filter is clean or not. I have one to replace it, but I believe it's good. Oh, those are not gonna have screws that are contained, so they're not gonna come out. You just have to lose it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you have to remove also those in the back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I believe you lift this, the whole thing is going to come out. So that's the remote. Okay. So number 7. Sorry, I don't have an extension right now, so I have to do it like this. Extension would be much easier, especially this side. If you have an extension, that's where you want to use it. Actually, let me double check. I may have it. Oh yeah, I do have it. Look at that. Can you see me or not? Oh yeah, look at that. Right now it's easy. Because you don't want to go with your hand on the battery. Okay, so then you lift this up. See 8 screws? And that's where the filter is. This filter is super clean, actually. This car is 20,000 miles, but I believe the dealer, because I bought it used, the dealer replaced the filter. Pretty clean. While I took it out, let me double check if the one I bought is correct. One I bought is this Purelator A14622. This should be it. Oh yeah, look at the guy. Looks exactly him. Good to know. But you see, I don't really have to change this. I'll keep it another 5,000 miles and then see what happens. It's actually very easy to replace. Let's put it back. The other PASSAT 2007 was a mess to replace the filter. We had to remove a big plastic cover. It was in the back. A lot of screws. Okay, so this one goes in. Just pushing it. I hope you saw it. And then you have the whole 8 screws. Screw it back. Just make sure it's fitting correctly, so you're not gonna strip or break any lip. It's a pretty easy job. I want to show you the whole job, at least you get an idea of what's time that you need to do this. See, it's pretty fast. If you don't have the extension, it's probably gonna take a little more. It's not a big deal. Good. 2 more. And you don't have to tie at all. Just like that, it's gonna be fine. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there. Too much already. With one hand. It's perfect. Job done. Wow!